Hi, so this video is going to be all on meal prep. So this is what I do to meal prep. I make meals for 2 days at a time. It just saves time on actually, all the meal prep itself, so you don't have to do it each day. I make meals for 2 days at a time, and so my lunch and my dinner times two. And basically what it does is, again, it just saves me time. And also, if something happens throughout the day, I have my meals ready, and it stops me from if you're busy in work and you're like, crap, I don't have time to make meals, it literally stops you from going to the deli or eating off the meal plan. If you already have things organized, planned, and cooked, you're more likely going to stay on plan. So this is going to be how I do it. So this is how I do it. Basically, I just set out everything for myself. I have all my meat sources, I have my mince, I have my chicken, I have weighed out my pasta, and I've weighed out my rice, and they're going to be split up into 2 meals each, and I have all my veg, which is going to be split up into 4 meals. And then there's my sauces just ready to go. So I have everything already inputted into my FitnessPal, so I know I can have it. I knew I could have 80 grams each of pasta, which is 160 grams in each of those, and that's how I really do it. I meal prep once for 2 days, and it just helps me stay on plan. And then I literally put them into Tupperware boxes, and I literally reheat them, and good to go. It's going to help you out a lot. So hope that helps. So that's it. That's how I meal prep. So if you take your nutrition plan one, I kind of would make then the lunch and the dinner for 2 days at a time. I didn't bother with the breakfast and the snacks. But if I was going away for the day, if I was working in an office and I was up early and I didn't get a chance to have breakfast in the morning, I would bring everything with me. So literally, I would bring in more Tupperwares with all my meals within it. Then it's important then that we map out what we're having each day. So instead of just following the meal plan and saying, right, I'm having 50 grams of rice here or pasta, whatever it is, you're literally, if you input it into my FitnessPal, you might notice that some of the products that you're having, the bread that is different than the bread I have, it may be lower in carbs, maybe lower in calories. So that might allow you to have an extra 10 grams of rice. So you gotta start looking at how it kind of works out with each other, and to see what is it still within your calorie allowance. And that's how we're going to really be able to stem off it, because I don't want you to be able to just say, I'm going to have 50 grams of rice as an example, for forever. There's going to be days there where you're going to have 40 because you've had another slice of bread, or you've had an apple, or for examples, that's going to throw off your carbs and rise them up a little bit. So what you want to do then is you're going to have to take them off something else, because that's all you're going to be doing, is you're going to be matching up everything what you had within a day, and that's going to total towards your calories, your proteins, your fats, and your carbs. Okay, so that's kind of how I do it. As I said, I cook the same meals from the meal plan one, and then I'll have that for 2 days for my lunch and my dinner, and I'll go on into my meal plan two, like my burgers and whatever else I'm going to have, and then I'll have that for the next 2 days. So it's just a little trick that I kind of do that's going to literally help me stay on plan. And I won't go to the deli because I know I have my meals here. All I have to do is heat them up, and nothing within the day is going to get to me because I know my meals are there and I'm just going to have them. The last thing then I want to say is, if you're kind of wondering, how am I going to split up, my I've put on 100 grams of rice. How am I going to, exactly split them up into 50-50? Do I have to reweigh them out again? No, don't worry about that so much. Just split it up by eye, as best you can, and put them into the Tupperware, because it won't really matter. If you're literally going to be having, over the 2 days, you're going to be having exactly what you've inputted in firstly. So whether you have, 55 grams of rice today and 45 tomorrow, you're still going to have 100 grams over the 2 days. So it's not going to matter, and it's going to work itself out. So, if you're having that little worry straight away, don't worry about it. Just do it out by eye. You've already weighed it out to know that there's 100 grams in it. So input it into my FitnessPal, 50 grams today and 50 grams tomorrow, whatever the quantities is. I'm just giving them as an examples, and literally that's all you need to do. So you don't need to worry about that so much, or reweighing it or anything like that. So I hope that helped. That's how I meal prep, and that's how I kind of plan my meals going forward. So I kind of have the same meals for 2 days, and then I'll go on to the next meal plan, and then I'll go on to the next meal plan, and I'm inputting them into my fitness pal at the start of the day, so I know at the end of the day when I'm not coming back and saying, oh, I was 200 calories over my allowance today. What am I going to do? I shouldn't have had that much rice, or shouldn't have had that much pasta, for example. So you're literally getting ahead of yourself, and you're on plan, and all you got to do is eat them then. So hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next video.